Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a test on a 5.0 Volvo Penta EGC e-controls computer. This is from Jay in Annapolis, Florida. He sent his computer. He said he had a problem with it about not running good. It says like something about, let me just make sure there is no information. I think this receipt doesn't have any names or anything that I can really get too much. Just his name, Jay Skelton. He said computer seems to be shorting ground injectors, unplug ECU, and ground goes off. That's all I can really get from that. It's a 2008 Chaparral, Volvo Penta, ECM, 5.8, 5.0. All right, this is the module. As you can see, it's a little crossy, not abnormal on these modules. I mean, it's a marine computer, right? I already checked both firewall reference. They're there. As you can see, I got the values of the computer running. So let me just put, like RPM, like I usually do. I don't know why I did that. Let me, oh, even bigger. Let me get it again. So let's put the throttle percentage. I think that should be good enough. At least we can see that from the distance. I do have injector 4 completely shorted, and we can see that here is in 0. But all the rest of the injectors, all the way to injector number 8, is good, which is good. That means, yeah, his diagnosis right in the money. I just want to record a video to reproduce his concern. So I'm going to turn the engine off. We see that now RPM shows a 0, it still is on. Now I'm going to turn the computer off. We're going to lose communication. In a second, you'll see that. That's the bar, the green bar, right? Turning the ignition back on to see the fuel prime, and it's working good. And then run the computer, sorry, run the computer back again. Come on. Sometimes it does this. Let me just make sure that we have no other fault. Make sure it's reading. Yeah, it has nothing to do with that. It's my signal on the connector in here. But yeah, as we can see, it is running. Yeah, I lowered the RPMs a little bit. So let me put it in 600 and something. So we have 662. Sorry about that, but yeah. So we got injection milliseconds, pretty much the same. Let's do a change on the map pressure. Things that I can do in the simulation to change the injectors and the injector values change. I can lower it, and they all get lower. But yep, I did have a lot of faults in the computer. Some of their problem because of their what they were trying to test. Because I see ECT higher than expected, ECT voltage high 47 times. Let me shut this off. Injector 1 open or short 54 times, injector 3, injector 4, injector 7. So maybe he was trying to, get the thing to start. CMP and CKP could not synchronize during the start. So all these faults, low oil pressure that he's going to have to correct in the boat. Probably, again, it might just be testing because in here we had oil pressure reading 36 psi, which is, these are the two firewall reference this computer has. And as you see here, this one is in pin 19 and then grounds on pin 20. I'm going to put the other firewall reference, which is in pin 49, and then the other grounds, the sensor ground on pin 50. And as we can see, we got firewall reference perfect. So all the rest of the stuff will be just signals coming from the sensors to the computer, and that's where the simulation is taking place, and everything is working good. We got injection milliseconds, manifold pressure, barometric pressure, coolant temperature, intercarrier temperature, etc. So all the rest is looking good. So yes, I'm going to again just stop the video here. This is a short video. Probably, I'm not sure if I'm going to do a second part. We'll just probably proceed with the repair and then check after repair to make sure that number 4 is good. So I'm going to contact Jay, give him the good news and repair the computer for him. Hey guys, just following up with the video. I spoke to Jay. He approved the repairs. He's like, yes, please do. He's actually sending another computer that will be getting here next week. It's a Mercruiser 555 that he has a problem. The common really failure on the IAC, but I always check the entire ECM as I show always to the customers to make sure that when they get back to them, it's fully working and no problems at all. All right, so the computer is fixed. As you can see, I have it still completely open and I'm doing my tests. But right now, you can see injector 4 is now active, 100% repair. Now we got across the board 8 injectors. This is a 5.0 computer, so it's one EST driver for the distributor, right, which is going to send the spark plug signal to all the coils. I mean, to all the spark plugs, sorry. And then we have the 8 injectors, which, as you can see here, is working beautiful. All right, so I'm going to set again the parameters that I was showing in here. I don't know why this keeps happening. Let me just move this down. We're going to put the throttle percentage. And this time I'm going to put even the injection milliseconds so we can compare. It's always a little off compared to what the computer does. Manifold pressure, because I'm going to be changing that as we idle. Let me see if I find the IAC. I'm not sure if we have that in here. No, this one doesn't show the IAC position. Injector pulse, engine load. Oh yes, it does show the IAC position. All right, so we got everything in there. So I'm going to now raise the RPM. We can change, you can see the IAC changing, but it's going to change more as soon as I accelerate with the throttle. Okay, we are 2500. I'm going to go like 3500 RPMs and then change the other parameters. All right, I'm going to change now throttle position accordingly at maybe 25%, but we can see the IAC now changing to 82 steps. I'm going to play a little bit with the map pressure so we can see the change on the injector pulse immediately. And now I'm going to show the simulator so we can see that all the injectors from 1 to 8 are working 100%. The computer is good, no issues as far as faults or anything. So yes, your computer is fully working 100%. Due to corrosion, 2 bolts broke, so I'm not going to be able to put this on. It's just the way the case is, but don't worry about it. I will still very good clamp it down so the silicone will take place of that no matter what. After the silicone is installed, those bolts are doing absolutely nothing. But yep, I will clean the surfaces really good, put new silicone on it, clamp it down, and the computer will be, sorry, will be good for long, very long time. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting the channel. If you have any marine computer that you need to repair, I think that I am definitely the best hands you will be. If you send your computer, you will see your computer being tested before and after it's being repaired. And if it does not need to be repaired, I will be 100% honest with you and show you why it doesn't need to be repaired and also give you recommendations so you can test in the boat what I might be able to guide you through and then help you with and then get the boat running back and be a happy owner of your boat or a good technician. I have helped a lot of people. I always request for those that I have helped, please help me with reviews on my website. Again, I'm going to put the website at the end of the video and probably right here so you guys can see it. And then go ahead and give me a good review. If I help you, if I have helped you with my videos, please do. That will spread the word and show others that I'm actually being very honest and help a lot my customers and also technicians around the world because this information that I share here always is not just uh, tests before and after. I am not going to do it on this computer because just go and look for Volvo Penta. I'm going probably to create a playlist specifically for these Volvo Pentas EGC models so you can see what I go over and show the fiber reference, where the pins out for the fiber reference are. I actually have an image that I can share with you here. Let me close all these other things. But yeah, this is what I use for my main signals. But yeah, you can see where the pins are for all the injectors. I have, as like I said, put in big letters or big colors so I can see where powers and grounds. And I would recommend people to do this when you're going to work in your boat or if you're a technician, because sometimes it's hard to remember what pin was it and so on. When you have something like that that you can even see it in your phone, it's a lot easier to pick up by the naked eye when you have something that shows red and black, and those are grounds, and I put in green what the other signals that I really need to check are, so I can go 81, 82, 83, IEC and so on. All right, so I would recommend you to do that. These are different connections because this same computer, again, the EGC modules can be from 2004 to 2007. They will use this communication. Oh, sorry, not actually that one. This one, that's a round connector. The newer one will use this communication. I actually again do my own harnesses, so I use one connector only because they're all share the same powers and grounds and signals, but not in the boat. You will need that one because it has a very specific connector. I don't have the boat, so I can do whatever I want with my harnesses in here. All right, guys. I'm trying again to share as much as information. I have many, many videos where I show you how to test a three-wire sensor, what is a two-wire sensor. In case it's a temperature sensor, it's going to be a thermistor. If it's a three-wire sensor, it can be a pressure sensor, it can be a TPS, it can be a mass airflow sensor. The principles of testing will apply to all of them. It's a power, a ground, and then a signal. When you have a thermistor, you're going to have a ground and then a signal that is actually also a 5 volts coming from the computer that is being pulled down to ground. So that is a very different sensor because it's only a two-wire sensor. Then you will have um, some crankshaft position sensors or camshaft position sensors that can be three wires. Those will be digital signals, square wave signals, and then or AC generation generating um, sine wave signal, and then will be only at two wires. But those are not in these boats are pretty much all a square wave form. So it's a three-wire sensor, power, a ground, and then a signal. Again, you know how to test a TPS. You already know how to test a crankshaft position sensor if it's a three-wire sensor. All that all that sensor needs is a power and a ground. It should produce a signal. And you can also, and I have showed this in many, many other videos, when you have or suspect a sensor, what you can do, it's a safe test to do, is you already check your power and your ground. You know what signal, let's say that a sensor is, let's just pick up one, let's say the camshaft, crankshaft position sensor is in pin 21. So what you're going to do is going to pin 21 and you're going to use a T pin with ignition on. All you want to do is use a test light to battery positive, and you're just going to like go like this on that T pin, just touching it like not as steady. You're just trying to generate a signal. That circuitry inside the computer is meant to be pull up or pull down. So when you're doing that, the computer will respond and you will see RPM response. It will be erratic because it's definitely not the correct signal, but you will see a response. So now you know the computer is good. Then you can check the signal wire because it might be an open on the signal. Because if you have a signal coming from the sensor but it's not reaching the computer, it's a wiring, right? So again, I can share a lot of testing, a lot of stuff, and I have a lot of videos doing that. So that's why I don't try to repeat and repeat every time. But if you guys like that in every video, I will. And if you need help, please text me or email me. I'm going to put the email right here at this moment on the screen, and then I will guide you to one of my videos so you can see how to test that, because again, I have plenty of videos that can show you how to do those tests, and you will be very successful technician, or you will be able to diagnose your own boat. All right, guys, thank you so much again for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye. And like I always said, that's my beautiful origin country, and saying that we always use in Costa Rica, pura vida. That means pure life. That means it's like all good. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye bye.